What I will do is now introduce Francis BEDEL, who is the Chief Digital Officer here at the UIC, who is just going to give a very quick overview because c'est le moment de rattrapage de temps.
I'm used to it.
A very quick overview of the work of the digital platform here at the UIC. Francis, over to you.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you. I will make it short, but I think today it's important to note that we were just about to celebrate an anniversary because 3 years ago, almost day for day, that digital platform was created. It was here on November 30th, 2015. And it was just a baby, no past, and just to show, to demonstrate that it was worth living. 3 years later, when I go backwards, I'm very surprised. Surprised to see what we've done, we've achieved. Surprised and proud. And I think UIC can be proud of what has been achieved till today when I see the meetings and seminars, the conferences. And more than that, the POC, what we have been achieved and what Sean has shown today with the POC when has been demonstrated and which is just about to become reality, a pilot in Ottawa Station. So very proud of it, and think I cannot be denied by Jean-Pierre Lubinou as Director General of UIC, neither by Gianluigi Castelli as the Chairman of UIC. A quick overview of what has been done in the past 12 months, very rapidly, and just want to mention that 3 years after being brought to life, 2 years, because it was at the beginning of the year, for the very first time we took part at CES in Las Vegas. CES is a large show dedicated to digital. And a young organization, a young entity, not just UIC Digital Platform, took part in the CES. We are there, we took part, we actively took part because we made some presentations, took part in round tables, to debates up there. And it was a very formal recognition of the added value we had as representative of the rail sector, our representative of UIC community. Another, I will not quote everything because I don't have that much time to go deep in details. But on the major event that we had last year, it was the digital tour and the workshop we organized in China. And it was exactly 2 months ago. It was a tremendous event because we made in 1 week a whole tour in China just to give flavor how the future is. It's already presented there. And I would like to thank the Chinese delegation in the room and Mrs. Leiping already there for the support she brought us to organize the workshop that concluded the tour. The workshop dedicated to intelligent rail, and it was just tremendous. Just to illustrate that, we've prepared a small video because I think a 20-second video is sometimes much more valuable than the long speech. Well, thank you, Lauren, for this very beautiful realization. Some kind of epoch, because she made it. Lauren is at UIC, of course, and she made it in just a couple of days with low means and just some photos, and she made that video that brings back a lot of memories and gives you a flavor of to those who are not lucky enough to be there, what we lived during this week. So very, very rapidly, let's talk about the next year. Not time to go through that, just a sample of the things that will happen next year. I'm not talking about the project. I'll talk about the project tomorrow during the General Assembly. But I would like to highlight that next year, in June, Jean-Pierre already mentioned it, we'll have a major event. The first Global Digital Rail Conference. It will be in Brussels from the 3rd to the 5th of June. A save the date has already been distributed. Other comments of inputs will be distributed very shortly. And I encourage you to already block the date in your agenda, because it will be the event of the year next year. More important. To illustrate that, I've got a very small video, short video that has been realized by our colleagues, with which we are preparing that event, Infrabel. Just let's show it. So I could go much longer, of course, to detail about the program for next year, but you will receive the details by May, by UIC News, by the UIC website, and you feel free to have a look in that, and you will get all information. But please note on your planning that date in February. Simon, I think I respect the deal.
Oh, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Francis there mentioned our UIC News, our weekly newsletter. If you don't receive that, I don't know where you've been for the last however many years it's been going. Our comms team are here in force at the back of the auditorium here, and they would be more than delighted to take your email address from you and sign you up to our e-news.